Alright guys, welcome back to Tiger Woods 05. And let's get started with Charles Howell lll at Fancourt Links.
Charles Howell lll won the 2002 Michelob Championship at Kingsmill. He was often paired with Tiger Woods at the 2003 President's Cup at Fancourt and finished with a 3-2 record. Howell holds the PGA Tour record as the player with the most money won in his first 2 seasons on tour. Charles lives in Orlando, Florida with his wife, Heather.
Yeah, so the freaking part 8 with Colin Montgomery and Justin Leonard, it had processed, but I guess my internet went out at some point after I left to go to work, because I set it to upload before I go to work every day, and it just like stopped. And then 9 hours later,
one of the young guns on tour, Charles Howell lll is thirsting for victory and has all the tools to be a great champion for many years to come. But today, he's in your way as your next opponent in the Legend Tour.
So that means the part 8 isn't coming out for, or didn't come out, because it's definitely going to be out before this one is.
Oh, this could find the rough.
But it didn't come out for like
Tried hard to stay
12 to 13 hours after it normally would have, because of that crap. I say that's one big issue I have with like the internet and TV and all those companies and stuff.
This approach looks like it'll catch the
so
grain.
We had, at the end of everything, it turned out there was a node.
This one's going to go a little bit further than usual.
If you don't know what a node is, I can't help you there. But it was basically, it was something in the ground that deals with our internet. And what kept happening, I think it was less than a year after we moved in, our internet cut out a lot. And I'm talking like, it would cut out every few hours, or when we got home it would just cut out, and then cut out, and then cut out. We'd have to keep restarting our router, and we kept calling them and having them come out to fix it. And finally, after like, I want to say 3 months of them coming out and fixing it, they finally found out what it was. And it's like, instead of just saying there's nothing wrong, coming out and being like, yeah, your router's fine. Like, we're not saying it's the router. We're saying our internet keeps cutting out. Could be other stuff. You could look into something else and not wait months. As I said, they don't get a lot of reports of anything being down, because where we live, there's way more older people that live here, so they don't really care too much about the internet or notice when it's down. And I was like, cool, well, fix it please, because we pay a lot of money for it.
Put a little spin on it. That's what you need here.
So whenever it goes out now, it just pisses me off, because it's like,
You can pull a groin, you stop your swing that fast.
oh, why did it go so far left? Whatever.
Let's see how far this goes to the left.
Just because we had to go through so much to get it working properly. And now it's like, so when they came one of the days to give us a new router,
This is a 2-iron, I
because they
believe.
had to update the router, the cable box that we
Just off the
have
sidelines, but not a bad lie.
it gets pretty hot. And so I told them, I was like, so this thing gets really hot, is that a problem or anything? Like, no, that's normal. Like, okay.
Looks like it'll wind up on the right side of the green.
Like a month ago, the TV would turn on, or I'd turn the TV on, and the picture would come up from the cable box, and then just go away, then come back up, then after a few seconds, go away. And I'm talking, dang it.
Well, it's
I'm
hard to
talking a
find
few
anything good
seconds,
to
like it
say
would come
about
up
this
for
one.
3 seconds maybe. And in order for us to even get someone to come out, we have to call customer service, which isn't even in the frickin' country. And you can tell it's not in the country because the person can hardly ever speak your language, and they're up during the time I called, which was like 3 in the morning. So we scheduled an appointment.
Looks like it's heading for the rough.
And what we ended up doing, we had unplugged the coax. Is it coax?
Not a terribly long shot,
cable
but this'll do.
from the cable box, and just left it for like a week. And so then we plugged it back in, and at that point it wasn't hot anymore because it wasn't on. Because the cable box is always on, even though you turn it off. Man, still way right. What the hell?
Should be safely on the green.
And it worked perfectly fine. So it was a problem with it getting too hot.
This is for birdie.
So I went and canceled the... Forget it, I'm doing this. I'm distracted too much to do this just because I'm kind of pissed off about my video not being published. So I canceled the appointment because it's like, now that we fixed it, they'll just say something stupid probably once they get here, like, we'll just do that every time, or, getting hot wasn't the problem, we don't know what it was. It would be something ridiculous, I know it would. Still a little bit right.
This ball is absolutely, positively.
I do have a TV that can connect to the internet. And so sometimes I want to watch YouTube or Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Nothing wrong with
that's
this shot here.
the
Looks
stuff
good.
I have. And more times than not, it won't connect to those for some reason. The internet will be working just fine.
It's a good 250 yards to the pin
But it
here.
won't connect to those.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like yesterday. I just wanted to watch
Very, very close.
YouTube on the couch without, I don't want to watch it on my phone. I don't want to sit in my setup and watch it.
Oh, I like the looks
and
of
eat
this
and
shot.
everything. But go to YouTube and it just wouldn't load anything. Nothing would
Looking
work.
for an eagle in this par 5.
So I'm like, is it the
That
YouTube app or is it everything? So I went to Amazon. That one did the same exact thing. So that's constantly messing up too. And I can't that one I don't know if it's my TV or if it's part of the internet. But the TV works perfectly fine.
Yeah, you got
So I don't want to have to either buy a new TV to see if that's it, or have them come out so that they say, oh, it's the TV. So it's like, ugh. And I'm proud of my TV. It's been
Nicely
working for
played.
probably 7 years. 7 or 8 years, I think. And for a TV, honestly, nowadays, that's kind of long. Especially
Nope.
since we've moved
That's not
around
gonna go
a couple
in.
places. It was
For a
at my
third
grandma's house at
consecutive birdie.
first, then in the apartments that we used to live at, now it's in the
That makes him
house.
4 up now.
Well, those are problems that aren't really problems that I complain about, so it's annoying as hell. Why is there random rough everywhere? God damn it.
Whoa!
Imagine how much work that would be for the
Okay, should be in good position for the next shot.
the people who mow and take care of the course. Oh, this has to be right every single day.
Well, definitely found the rough.
I mean, you're just basically following a traced line at a certain point, but still, you know, if you mess it up, then it's not going to look right. And
David, this one is right at the flag. This for 4 straight birdies.
Rolls
whoa.
in.
Yeah, that's one thing, actually. I don't think any of the people we've faced yet have actually chipped in.
This should be below the hole, right on the front of the
You
green.
better be cheating on that one.
This one could pose a problem.
Trying to get these matches over with a little quickly. I'm really hungry.
David, this is a long putt.
Yeah, no kidding. Miles from the hole.
Hey, you know what? I don't even need it. Apparently I
That's
needed
a
it.
nice putt. Makes his par.
Yeah, I should have used it. Whatever.
Scrap.
We'll get him in this par 5. Oh yeah, and apparently I just read that Sony rejected
I wish I could hit the ball this far.
the A Days Gone sequel that was pitched to them by Ben's studio. And I
Nothing wrong
love
with that
Days
shot.
Gone. I
It
thought it was a
looks good.
fantastic game. And basically the developers said that they said no to a sequel because
This
the
is in the rough.
Metacritic score was too low for them, and that Sony is only banking on games that are guaranteed to make them a big profit, like, you know, God of War, Last of Us,
He missed the fairway, but he's still in pretty
the
good
Ratchet and
shape.
Clank game, and stuff like that. And so there won't be a sequel to get Days Gone now, which I think is a horrible move for Sony. Oh god. Because that means, well, good luck getting any good small developers then if you're only going to bank on these huge things you know that'll work. That means, I mean, that really limits your development of games to, what do they have? Santa Monica Studio, which does God of War. You have Naughty Dog, which does Last of Us, Uncharted. And I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of people love the Uncharted series, but
Definitely got all of this one.
it's kind of bland for me. Like, it's not too great. I don't find the stories all that interesting because it's basically
This
like
looks
an
good, it's
Indiana
down the
Jones
middle.
story, and those were much better. Although ZeniMax is working on an Indiana Jones
A little
game,
beach volleyball, anyone?
so that might be interesting. What the hell? What just happened? Oh, I switched to a sandwich by accident.
Oh, what a shot!
Who else do they have? Oh yeah, Insomniac Games, which, as far as I know,
Couldn't have
they do
planned
the
it any better.
Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank, and that's it. So far you have God of War, Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, and Spider-Man. You only have 5 games that are guaranteed big hitters. And for me, Uncharted has gotten so stale that, sorry, if there's a new one coming out, I'm probably not going to even try it.
This ball should end up in pretty good shape.
The Last of Us, you ruined the story of the main characters. Sorry, but they did. It was a great game
Right on target.
overall, but the story ended up being horrible because you completely changed a
Poor
lot of what
strategy,
the main
poor
characters kind
execution,
of
poor everything.
believed in and
Apart from that, it was perfect.
doing everything how they were. I'm not too interested in the Spider-Man games either. I do have the first Spider-Man, but I don't know, superhero games I'm just not that interested in. I like the Batman ones. I need to play those at some point because I've only played Arkham Asylum. Let's see. God of War is obviously the new one was amazing. It really was. I can't wait for Ragnarok. Let's see, let's do Nota Begay III at Edgewood GC.
Since joining the PGA Tour in 1999, Nota Begay III has won 4 tournaments, including back-to-back titles at the FedEx St. Jude Classic and the Cannon Greater Hartford Open in the summer of 2000. Nota was a 3-time All-American selection and a teammate of Tiger Woods at Stanford University. Sidelined with a back injury, Nota returned to form in 2003, posting 2 top 10 finishes.
Then, honestly, Ratchet and Clank, I don't like it that much. I don't know why. I wish I did. I like Jak and Daxter. That's what I like. Ratchet and Clank, for some reason, I just couldn't get into. My brother likes them, but I don't. And let's face it, the Jak and Daxter series is dead. They aren't gonna... Whoops, I accidentally skipped that. They aren't gonna make another one. I kind of pissed at myself for skipping that. I didn't mean to do it, Noda. I'm sorry. Oops, got like no power.
I don't like the looks of this.
Why not?
Check your yardage.
Now on the tee from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Nota Begay III.
What other one is the studio that made Until Dawn?
He'll be happy with this.
Supermassive Games. But they aren't really Sony exclusives anymore because their other games, the Anthology series, have come out on other stuff. So, I mean... it's gonna be a little
If
short.
I'm not mistaken, this should find the green.
It's
Just
short.
putt for birdie.
Screw it, I'm cheating. Don't worry, when it comes to the Legends and Tiger Woods, I won't be using that.
This putt will half the
I'm
hole.
just doing, because I'm going to do just one video for those guys. My goodness, no. Like I said, I'm just starving, so I'm trying to get these ones out of the way. And talk about stuff, you know. Oh, they have, that's right, Sucker Punch. Ghost of Tsushima. Which was a fantastic game. One of the best games that came out in 2020. Forgot about that. So, I mean, when you think about, like, Xbox or Microsoft and Sony and the companies they have under their belt, Sony has
This one's right down
only
the
a
middle.
few, but they are really, really good and have produced hit after hit after hit. But Xbox has now acquired so many
approach looks good.
that do amazing games, but do smaller games. And when I say smaller, I mean they're AA, not AAA.
Take a look at this.
Like Obsidian, that have done Pillars of Eternity, Grounded,
What a shame.
Fallout New Vegas,
this for his second consecutive birdie.
You know, the people that are working there are the ones that created the Fallout series. You have In Exile that have done the Wasteland series, the Bard's Tale series. I haven't played those, but I want to. I'm gonna play the Wasteland series too because they are amazing. And both of those guys are working on.
This should stay in the fairway.
Really? How wrong were you? Are working on games right now. But then they do have their, and now they have Bethesda. And Bethesda comes with Arcane Studios, ZeniMax Online, id Software.
Big shot here to
id's
clear
a
the rough.
big one because they made $500 million, I think, last year, just from Doom.
Maximizing the power with this swing.
And then, you know, they have their own companies that make the Gears of War games.
If I'm not mistaken,
they make
that's
the
a
Forza
56-degree
game.
sandwich.
Yeah, the Forza games. Because they're only on Xbox.
This is right on target.
And Xbox has the PC market because everything on Xbox also comes out for the PC. Now Sony is making more of their exclusives ported to the PC, but that's, you know, a year or two later, like Horizon Zero Dawn, Death Stranding, Days Gone. They come out on the PC, but not until much later. So, I mean, if you think about it, as far as 2021 goes, Xbox might win out on how successful they are in the gaming community.
This drive is
and how much they do for the gaming community.
A solid drive here.
And I'm sure Sony has more developers that I mentioned that I just can't think of because I mean I forgot all about Sucker Punch.
Ooh, that's too bad.
And honestly, the whole thing of console exclusivity,
here.
I honestly would not care about that. Like, you can have it on your console if you want, if these two consoles were available, you know? But they're so unavailable, and they've been out for half a year now. They've been out for 6 months. And you still can't get one. Like, I think it was a month ago. You know, it was Best Buy. They sent me, or did they send me something? I can't remember. I saw it. That was like at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my time. The PS5 will be available. I was like, okay. So I was up at like 2:50. Normally I wake up at 3, but for some reason I was up early. There's a hole-in-one for you right there.
Splendid right there. Remarkable.
Let's just do that again.
Well, would you look at that?
Oh, the chip-in challenge, yeah. Do I get the aces?
Your first hole in
aces
one.
ball.
And you know what that means? Of course, you've earned the Aces Wild trophy ball.
But I was up and ready. I was on the page, had refreshed it the second it went live. Put it in the cart.
This looks good.
Sold
Should
out.
be safely on the green.
Immediately. It was like, it wasn't even 10 seconds past 3 p.m. Sold out. Like, it'll be available again at 3:10. Okay, so I did that again at 3:10, again at 3:20, and then again at 3:30, and then I stopped. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I will not sit there and wait for the console like that, because there are ways for them to make them more available
All right, can we get a hang time on this
for
one? That's
actual
up there
people,
forever.
and not scalper bots, you know. They can make a ticket system like movie theaters do. Some movie theaters, anyway. Where you get your ticket.
Nothing wrong with that
when your
shot.
number
Looks
comes
good.
up, you can get it. Simple as that. You're not going to have a bot
Got this one going
take
towards a bunker.
10,000
David,
of them
what do you say?
within
Maybe
1
just about
second
110
of the time they
yards
come
to the
live,
flag.
you know? It's like, why have you guys not made this
What a
a
shot,
thing?
David.
And of course, the retailers, they're not going to care.
Well, this one had a
They
real
make the
chance of
money
going in
off
the
the
hole.
console, whereas for some reason Sony and Microsoft also don't seem to care, even though they lose money when people can't buy the console, because they lose money on the consoles anyway, because they cost more for them to make than they do for people to buy. And the reason for that is because they really wouldn't make much money if they sold them for $800. You know, not many people are gonna buy them for that.
It's a lot of bother here. I don't think this turned out the way he planned.
But all their money made is from the games and the accessories. You know,
Oh
the
no!
controllers,
What's in the
the
bunker?
headsets, all that kind of stuff. But
That's just incredible.
if people can't get a
Birdie, one
console,
of the great
guess what?
green readers of all time. What's this one
You
got?
can't get the games
It's a
either.
hookster. Plenty of leftishness.
Hey. Like, I would love to play the game Returnal. That comes out this month or next month. I can't remember. It's either this or next month. It looks awesome, but it's only on PlayStation 5. Can't play it. So they're gonna lose out on money because people can't buy the game. Or can't buy the console, and so can't buy the
Bomb
game.
this one down the middle.
Deathloop is on PC. I'm excited for that, and
This is
PS5
heading
only.
straight down the center of the
So I'm
fairway.
gonna have to get it on PC, even though I'd like it on the PlayStation. But you know, as more and more games
Just a
come
short
out
grass
later
here,
and
Gary.
later
He's nestled down
in the
thick stuff.
PS5 lifespan, and less people have the console, or not less and less, but
Nothing wrong with that swing.
the console still isn't readily available like the PS4 is. You know, they start making less and less and less because people have to move on to either Xbox or PC. Because they can't buy it, so.
Looks pretty good.
By the way, I said in the last video, I haven't seen anybody chip in yet. There we go. But I don't know, that's just a couple of things that have been frustrating me for a little while, so. It just makes no sense why the company that makes the money off of the games, oh
Heading for a
man,
little pot. Bunker, that is.
won't make it so that people can get the consoles instead of scalpers getting
Doesn't get
them
any straighter than
and
this.
selling them for double or triple or 4 times what they're actually selling for on eBay.
Oh yeah, this is headed for the green.
Buried. God. Well, he may actually win this hole if he makes his putt. Oh.
This one's heading for the island of green.
I don't know why that made me
ninth
laugh.
consecutive birdie.
I felt that was hilarious though. The island of green.
This has a chance.
Never mind, Notre may lose now if he can't make this. This was noted just now. Oh man, he's buried in that bunker. I'm only 12 feet away. I got this. I make a birdie. He's like, you son of a... Like, hey man, it's all fair in the game, you know. Never know what's gonna happen. Can we make it over that? I don't know. Now we can.
I can't be certain. This looks like it's heading for the rough.
Couldn't fly it that far, unfortunately.
This is heading left. Come and done on the lawn, I believe.
What do you have down there, David?
Not a lot of good things. Tall grass, a long way to the hole under the circumstances. Tough spot here.
Nah, it's not too tough.
Oh, can you believe it? Sometimes life just isn't fair.
Yeah, that's true.
This to win the match.
Wow. I beat him 9-up. That's the first time. I don't know about ever, but the first time since starting the Tiger Woods series that I've done that. Mean 18. What? Well, we unlocked something called Mean 18. I don't know what that is, but... Cobra, hey! I got the Cobra driver 3 and 5 wood in real life. Okay. Okay, they're all maxed out. Next we'll be doing power boost. Once we max that out, we can move on to the approach, recovery, and luck. Alright, it's going to end it here. When we come back, we'll be doing Justin Rose at Greek Isles, and then we'll be going to Jack Nicklaus guys and Jesper Parnevik. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.